No peeking.
No peeking. No.
Look at this.
I'm trying to look.
Truly weird.
Looking at the visas and what we need at the moment, and I don't want you having any sneak peeks. So.
This isn't playing, but I can still look around, right? But it's still got artifacts appearing in it, although it's not playing.
That's interesting, Gary.
Matthew, can you say that in your real voice, not your I'm hiding behind the camera voice, because you didn't sound like that. It was interesting at all. You were just trying to say words that made it sound like you were not ignoring Gary. You just went on to automat.
Trying to work out how to make 360-degree virtual experiences of destiny.
And apart from that, we're fading away on the sofa because it's your turn to cook and it's taking you 4 hours to knock up a sausage casserole.
Hey, I was busy napping.
Where are we going?
I don't actually know. Some kind of mountain film festival. I'm not the most organised of the group. I just do what I'm told most of the time. Tina, where are you going?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at what you just said. We're going to the Banff Mountain Film Festival.
We're going there to educate ourselves on, and really a bit of enjoyment on what a film festival is and what they show, so we can be better at producing such things.
It just uses all this shit against me.
Mountain Film Festival World Tour, a program of the Banff Centre, inspiring creativity.
We've just been to the Banff Film Festival, Mountain Film Festival. It was really, 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 really good. There were some really interesting films. The last film festival that we went to, that was more sort of like specialist and hippie almost, although they weren't hippie films, but it was just like really arty, where these were really good films. These films were more like films, you know, although they were, the longest one I think was 42 minutes, they had a lot more content to them, and I think they're a lot closer to what we're going to be able to produce.
So, 6 a.m. in the morning, we are going off on a vehicle scouting expedition to look at a new vehicle option. We have discussed this previously, but it's come up again because we can't find the right vehicle for what we want. So here we go. Like a child in a sweet shop. I just want to touch it.
Have left you, returned to the dark side. That's alright, I blame Matt. It's Matt's fault because I possibly am converted to there, so about in line with that wall.
All the way
to the end wall. How long it is?
Okay.
That's the whole thing, not just the flatbed.
Yeah.
And it's 2.4 tall, so it is. So I need to double check this is the right vehicle. Because it's, by my calculations, it's not much taller than that.
I need a new car.
I think the time has come. Got together today to try and talk about our vehicle choice because lots happened over the last few months and we're trying to keep you up to date. So when we left the overland expedition, Adventure Overland show, last year we decided we were going to go down a 4x4 route, didn't we?
I think we've made a decision.
No, we have made
a decision. We did, yeah. We were quite confident that that was the right choice at the time. We were looking at either a Hilux or a Land Rover with a roof tent. We saw some roof tents at the show which were really good.
I think the initial attraction with that was probably some of the price break on it as well. It was probably one of the cheaper options, wasn't it?
It was indeed, yeah. The tent was going to be around about £1,500. The vehicle fitted nicely in our price range of around about £3,000. However,
sweetnesses are.
yeah, it poses some problems. I mean, the pluses are they're 4x4s. They'll pretty much go wherever you need them to go. But for a vehicle to live in for any long period of time, it poses problems because there's just no space. There's just no space. You kind of get a little bit claustrophobic. That's the massive downside.
The other right aspect of it was probably the temperature of sort of northeastern Asia, Mongolian stans. The time we're planning on going through could be as low as -40 at the extreme. The reality of it is to keep anything above freezing that's uninsulated is going to be incredibly difficult. I've promptly driven you to absolutely stir crazy with trying to make my mind up. I've fessed up to that now.
Yeah, I mean there has been a lot of toing and froing over the decisions, but I think that this is a big decision. Getting the right vehicle sets the trip, and we didn't really want to compromise on the 4x4 capability, even though it was an option that we talked about.
Yeah.
And we don't want to compromise on a fixed bed. None of us want to be in a position where we're having to get up and put our bed away every day.
No,
so we need to look at all the options. We can't be romanced by the couple of vehicles that we saw at the Overland show.
Dreaming that every day is going to be a sunny day in a roof tent, when the reality we know it's not.
Exactly.
So we started looking at what the bigger options were. So what's a little bit bigger than a Sprinter but has 4x4.
So the options with the trucks, if you're going to go for a truck, the best, most economic option is probably the British Army transport vehicle, which is the DAF, which is now, in the last 5 years, has been going out of service. So you can pick these up for around £5,000–6,000 now.
Where from?
From MOD disposal agents. And the benefit of this is it's a 10-ton truck. It's permanent four-wheel drive.
It's the most capable four-wheel drive option that we've got, even more so than the likes of the Land Rover and the Sprinter, isn't it?
Yes, and it's permanent four-wheel drive. It has diff lock, central diff lock, and it's fully customisable. You can make it what you want it, what you want to, really. You don't have the limitations that you have with the vans.
So interesting enough, it probably comes in, although it's a significantly bigger vehicle with less economy in terms of fuel, it actually, the purchase price and build price comes in less than something like a Mercedes Sprinter.
And one of the benefits is you don't have to modify it. It's already a very robust off-road vehicle. You don't need to buy diff guards, sump guards, upright suspension. It's there. You just take it and you go.
So we think that's the route we're going to go down. But the downsides to it are
we need to do a HGV licence.
There's a bit of a pain in registering it as well because it's not known to the DVLA because it's an MOD truck, so we have to go through the pain and heartache of getting it registered and then insured, and you get into this little loop of what comes first, chicken or egg, insurance or registering and everything else. But it's all possible, it's all plenty possible.
Mm-hmm. For me personally, what makes me grin the most is it's the British Army DAF.
Yeah. Smile factor, 100%. So
it's a beast. For the meantime, normal life continues. Having finally decided upon a vehicle, raising the funds now becomes the priority. It's time to sell, sell, sell.